Hello, hello, hello. That light is a little bit bright. Checking things out. That light's a little bit bright. And now I gotta hit pause on mine. Let me get all this together. And yeah, no, it doesn't start until I hit go live. And then once again, I hit go live and it's like, put your phone in in landscape mode. I'm like, my phone is in landscape mode. So I had to like pick up the whole stand and rig it around to get it to register that I did in fact have it in the right position. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. No big deal. Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I am so glad you all are here hanging out with me for a little bit. Let's see who's here today. We have Lissa here, of course, and Becky is here, and Cindy's here, and Lisa's here, Rosie's here. Hello, friends. Mick is here, per usual, my Irish friend who stays up far too late just to listen to my live stream. Bless you, my friend, bless you. Hello, Babs. How are you? Yeah, I'm liking the praise hands. I'm liking the praise hands. Does that mean we're in an excellent mood today? I sure hope so. I wanted to kind of, pass off a minute or two and let YouTube get the great word out. Becky, do you not see me? Hit play. Hit play. Someone tell her to hit play. If she hit the pause button, she's not going to see me. Oh, come on. And it's okay for me to harass her a little bit. It's my mother-in-law, if you didn't see the last name. Hello! Oh my goodness, everyone's rolling on here. We've got Brandy and Trudy. Hey, and Susan. Oh, my friends. The video just started for me about 20 seconds ago. Well, good. Hopefully she sees me. I don't know. But did you catch up? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but we're just going to keep going with it. Hey, friends. Happy Tuesday. How are things? How are things? So for me, it is day 30 of quarantine. 30. Yeah. I was mid-sentence. Weird. I don't know why. It probably freaked out because it made me switch orientation. I really don't know what that was about. That was dumb, in my opinion. But whatever. Everything's working now. Give me a thumbs up emoji if everything is working the way that it is supposed to be working. Because as long as that's happening, we are good to go. So yeah, it is day 30. 30 of quarantine for me. That's a month, my friends. That's a month. I don't even, that's crazy. And there's not, there might be an end in sight, but I don't actually think there's an end in sight right now, which, you know what? It is what it is. It's okay. We got over the hump of Easter. And was Easter weird for anybody else? Because for me, it was very, very bizarre. I am usually the person that is on stage. Mine says I'm waiting for her. Refresh the page. Someone type refresh the page. I don't want to have to sit and type. Honey, I'm in bed, so please excuse me if I nod off. No problem. Thank you for spending your last waking minutes with me. That's so nice of you. Refresh the page. Thank you. Now, someone tell her what to do, please. Because, oh my goodness gracious. I've been home for 20 days. Easter was very weird. Yeah, Easter was just bizarre. So I'm the person that is on a praise team, on a worship team, in a choir, doing something. And Holy Week is usually my busiest week of the year. And you know what I did last week? Nothing. And Good Friday, I sat on my couch and I watched my church from home. And it was beautiful. But I'm like, oh, there we go. She figured it out. Yay! Applause. I'm sitting here talking at you, Becky. Like, you just got to do this. And then I'm like, oh, but she can't see me. Someone tell her. So Friday happened and, no church, no rehearsals, no nothing. And then Saturday happened, no rehearsals, no church, no nothing. And then Sunday, I got up. You'll see a vlog tomorrow. I got up, I got dressed, I got cute to sit in front of my TV and watch church on the internet. And it was weird. Very, very weird. And I mean, it was what we needed it to be. And praise Jesus that Easter comes regardless of whether or not we are able to gather in a church or not. And the meaning of Easter comes with it, and it came at a great time, in my opinion. We needed that freshness, that hope, that Easter gives us, which is wonderful. But it was still weird. It was still very, very weird. I did Zoom call with my family, so I hung out with my family for a little bit, and we played a game that we would be playing if we were all in one room, which was nice. But all in all, very strange day. Very, very strange day. And now we're over the hump, so now my biggest thing is this going to ruin my summer? Because your girl needs some summer in her life. And even though the weather, Mother Nature has been PMSing, and we literally have snow. Anybody in the Minnesota, Wisconsin area, because we've been literally getting snow, like looking outside and it looks like we are in a snow globe. Snow, followed by 5 minutes later, bright and sunny outside. Bright and sunny. And then all of a sudden the clouds come through and we're in a snow globe again. And that has been happening for 3 days. It's been very, very bizarre. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I just need to go outside and whatever. But because of the quarantine, I don't have to go anywhere. So beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Let's see what's happening with everybody. How was your Easter? Let me know how your Easter was. And let me know if you guys have your highs and lows for the week. Because we could use some highs and it would be nice to share some lows so we can help one another out. Let's see here. Angela is here. Hello, hello. I did the opposite. I allowed myself to have a PJ day. And you know what? That's okay. Everybody needs to do what they need to do. And I needed to get dressed up. I just needed to. And granted, okay, so I'll be real. The dress I had on, while adorable, it was super cute. I picked it up with my sister-in-law. We both have the same dress in the same color. When we were down in Florida, we were shopping together and we both bought it. But it's literally like, it is the most comfortable dress in the world. It was like, I might as well have been wearing pajamas. They just looked like a cute dress. It was amazing. So I have a feeling that's going to be one of my favorite dresses of the summer, or spring or whatever. But sometimes, yeah, I mean, go to church in your PJs. It's all good. You can do that too. Mick, things are good, as can be expected for the circumstances. I've been quarantined for a month. Easter was weird. I had no sports to watch, but the weather has been lovely. Yeah, the sports thing is very bizarre as well. Not that I do sports, but my husband does hockey, and he listens to all the hockey podcasts, and like they've turned into like pop culture and movie podcasts because they don't have any hockey to talk about, which is really funny. They're still putting out stuff, but they don't have any sports to talk about other than like news about people in sports. Holidays are usually hard. This Easter was easier. I'm a little worried about summer. I'm never worried about summer. Well, I'm worried about summer in that I want to go to the places and do the things, and I don't know, maybe have a friend or two, you know? But can't do that if we're still stuck in quarantine. So I just want like a little bit of life back in summer so I can go outside and feel like I had a summer. Audrey, hello. Good evening. Good late night for you. Let's see. Everyone is talking so much. We got small snowflakes, sun, light rain, all in one day today. Right? I don't even know. Hi, I just finished the best book and I'm excited to virtually talk about it with your book club. All right, Cindy, well now you have to tell us, what book is it? Because you've piqued my curiosity. I'd like to know. Julie made a ham, scalloped potatoes, and cheesecake for the hubs. Yes, that sounds delightful. Down 2 pounds, so that helped pick you up. Yeah, way to go, way to go. I actually put on makeup and wore shoes. You wore shoes? Whoa, that's awesome. Hi, is my car's officially paid off? Yes, yes. My unemployment was approved. Excellent. Lows, I'm still in somewhat of a weird slump that I'm trying to fight my way out of. Easter service online, then my church did a Zoom meet and greet after. Oh, Rose, that's really cool of them. That's a really great idea. Hubby and I did porch drop-offs for the grandkids. Aw, made me sad because I couldn't hug them or get close. Well, kudos to you for sticking to the social distancing rules. I know it's really, really hard, but you still got to bring them joy, which is really, really great. Oh, that's such a good way to do Easter. Back home, there was a group. I follow a lot of my friends from my old church, and a lot of them, some of them live in the same neighborhood. And one of the girls, I think she's roughly my age, a little bit older maybe. She's got older kids. like their thing they did is Saturday night after all the little kids went to sleep, they walked around the neighborhood and they did an Easter egg hunt for the kids in the neighborhood. So they went to houses so this is so the older kids could do something fun for the younger kids. They went to houses that they knew that had children and hid eggs for them. So when they woke up, the parents didn't have to worry about it. These older kids got to do it, and the little kids got to go and find the eggs, which I thought was a really, really cool thing. All while social distancing and not breaking the rules. I really liked that. My highs, I got some chores done that I've been putting off lately due to my new hectic schedule with work. I know it's weird for chores to be a high, but it made me feel so good. Low is work is insane. Danielle, you are an essential worker in the medical field, right? No, right? Remind me what you do again. Chores, it's not weird that chores are a high, though. Let me tell you, I did unemployment. Oh, gosh, that's right. That's right, the unemployment office. I can't even imagine what your life is like. And I know I said that last week, but I mean, you're in for it for the long haul, my friend. That's good on you. I'll say a couple extra prayers for you. But chores, absolutely worth being a high. Absolutely. Hi, still getting my walks in every day, sometimes twice a day. Way to go, Lisa. Way to go. I cannot wait for summer. We just got over 12 inches of snow. Brandy, where are you? We got like 5 or 6, I think, based on the accumulation that was on my deck chair, which, was out on the patio because it was spring for the last 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden snow happened. But a foot, ooh, that hurts. I missed it. Oh, there we go. Behind closed doors. I'm listening from Germany. Well, hello, Germany. Welcome. We have friends from Ireland here as well, and I am located in the United States. You are welcome here, my German friend. Hi, finally had a really productive day and had a great loss. Good for you, Rosie. Good for you. Low, I gained 1.4 over Easter. It'll happen. It happened. Maine. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi, was fighting with my headphones. No problem, Sarah. Good evening. Good evening. Everyone say hi to Sarah. The gang's all here. I love it. I'm going to interject to say that I appreciate that you all, like, the same names come every week, and it makes me so happy. Like, I really feel like we're just friends hanging out, right? It's so nice. It's so stinking nice. Trudy, ours was good. We usually are busy. So I had my older kids' gifts. We got dressed up, and I still managed a family picture. Yeah, my husband and I took a selfie because we're like, we're dressed up. Yes, unemployment office, another high. My friends' kids absolutely loved watching the videos the Bridge made for them. Oh, good. I didn't even watch the Bridge kid stuff because I don't have any kids, but I'm glad that they're putting out solid content. That makes me happy. The Bridge, for those of you that don't know, is my church from back home that I went to. Lissa has been watching the church services on the weekends because I've been posting them, and that's what I've been watching as well, and they're wonderful. They're wonderful, and they have kids content for people who can't send their kids to Sunday school. Okay. I'm all caught up, you guys. Let's see, what is my high other than surviving Easter without, feeling like my soul has been crushed? The low was definitely the snow, and also it's been 30 days in quarantine, but it is what it is, but my high, gosh, what was my high? I wore a dress. I have an epic vlog going up for you guys tomorrow, which I worked ahead on, which feels really, really good. What else? So my husband and I did a 759-piece puzzle over the weekend that bled into yesterday. We completed it yesterday, and you'll see a little bit of that in the vlog as well, but it's an escape room puzzle. So the picture on the front isn't exactly the same as the picture that the puzzle actually is. So that was interesting. And we completed it, and we didn't kill each other, and it was good. So that was a high as well. I think that's about it. I'm revisiting my YouTube bootcamp to kind of try and what's the word I'm looking for? Breathe fresh life into my channel, which is something that I'm hoping to do. And of course, it's something I could use your guys' feedback on, but we can get to that in a second because I am going to ask if you guys have any immediate suggestions for me. And that's about it. That's about it. Hopefully my high next week will be that I had another beautiful opportunity to go outside, because that's what I'm longing for right now. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, I worked out for 1 hour today, and my youngest daughter worked out with me for 30 minutes. Oh, I love that. Low, I ate 40 points worth of Cadbury eggs and Peeps just before my workout. Oh. So that little green face you posted, like, is that how you felt before work, like during your workout? Because holy cannoli. But you know what? It's so easy to eat. Wait. Okay, so now I have to ask, was it like Cadbury cream eggs, or was it those stupid little like M&M coated candy eggs that are basically kryptonite? Because those are so good. They're so good. It is very, very good that I didn't actually try them until I was married, I think. Yeah, I was married by the time I tried those stupid little things for the first time. And we were having a party around Easter time. We were going to have a March Madness party because we went to UNC. And so we had UNC buddies come over, and Eric and I, put out serveware, and we made like this really beautiful like serving platter. And one of the things that he picked out, not me, was these Cadbury eggs. And I had never tried them before. And I popped one in my mouth, and I was like, oh no. I'm pretty sure I just discovered my new favorite chocolate on this planet. I could have gone without knowing, It's one of those things that, like, ignorance is bliss. I had no idea what I was missing, and now I know, and they're delicious. It's horrible. It's horrible. 5-year-old has been pushing her mom, my friend, to exercise during quarantine. We need to exercise all the time. I like it. Excellent advice from a 5-year-old, for sure. The cream eggs and the stale Peeps, oh my gosh. So much sugar. So I too, I will admit, I overdid the sugar on Easter. I made these, first, I only had 2 Peeps, so the Peeps wasn't so bad. But I made, in the the grocery shopping for quarantine, the last time I went, which was like 3 weeks ago or something, I kind of grabbed, like, not hoarder style, but I was like, what will last longer if we don't go grocery shopping for a month? And so as a dessert option, Target had like pre-done cookie dough on sale, like the Pillsbury, like the ones you just, break and bake cookies. And so I brought 2 containers of those, and one of them was these confetti cookies. And I decided that it would be a brilliant idea for me to make homemade buttercream to go on these cookies. And the buttercream turned out exquisite. It was lovely. I already had the whopping like 4 ingredients you need to make buttercream frosting in my house. And so I made buttercream frosting, and I frosted these cookies. But of course, like, when you make good buttercream frosting, I'm a cake fanatic. It is my favorite dessert of all time, in any form. Cupcakes, cakes, cake pops, whatever. Cake and frosting, put it together, I love it. And I love the frosting. That's one of my favorite parts. So I'm like licking the beaters while I'm on Zoom with my family, because I was making it while I was on Zoom. And then, you try it out on a little... Long story short, I ate a lot of sugar that day, and I could feel it. I could feel it almost immediately, that I was like, oh, I really overdid it on like the pure, like the straight up white sugar. It's not that I don't have sugar in things, like my yogurt has sugar in like, I don't limit sugar, but I'm always watching my calories and my points and my carbs and all that. Like, I'm watching all of those things, but like, this was straight sugar. And my body felt it immediately. There was like, why are you putting so much sugar in me? What is the matter with you, woman? And I couldn't bounce back from it. And it was a lot. It was a sugar overload. And then, my friends, does anybody notice this? If you, like, say you're on track for a while, which I was, I'm doing, hunky-dory, staying in my calorie count and all that jazz, and my points budget and whatnot. And then Easter happened, and I kind of sort of tracked that day, but like, I ate what I wanted, nothing too crazy in excess, but I overdid the carbs and I overdid the sugar. Monday, yesterday, was incredibly difficult to stay on track. Incredibly difficult. And I ate not as much sugar as I had on Easter, but I ate more sugar than I do in a normal day yesterday, because it's one of those, like, the longer you stay in control, the easier it is to stay in control. But if you let one day slip in there that like you overdo it, it's so much harder to be like, I had this sugar and it was amazing. Oh my gosh, like in excess. I'm not saying like one dessert. Like if I go out and I have a piece of cheesecake, I can bounce back from that just fine. But it was the kind of free for all mindset that you just ate all the sugar. Letting that go is a lot harder. Bouncing back from that is a lot harder. And I did much better about it today. But it still wasn't perfect. I'm gradually like, I was down here and then my sugar consumption went up here. And so now I'm slowly like, this was yesterday, this was today. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be in the free and clear, you know, I'm just back to my normal fluctuations. But I made a Fab 4 smoothie today because I was like, I need something that's going to reset my blood sugar and all that jazz. Because man, it's hard. Does anybody else notice that? That like one off day of overindulgence and it is so hard to get back on track. So hard. Oh man. So the extra buttercream frosting, I went ahead and frosted all of the cookies and they're in this cute little cylinder and I ate one cookie today, but the remainder of the buttercream frosting went on an Eat Me Guilt-Free brownie today, but now the frosting's gone. It is all accounted for. It is either it has been consumed or it is on a cookie that has yet to be consumed. Cookies are easily portion control things. I ate one cookie after dinner. And so like back on the straight and narrow, but woof. 2 days. Like I was doing very well and I'm just not a bounce back immediately type person, which for me is why it's sometimes better just to say no. Do I regret having like the overindulgence on Easter? No, it was great. And quite frankly, if I was home or if I had gotten my hands on the candies and stuff that I wanted to have on Easter, the results would have been much worse, you know? So I actually did okay, but still, it was just yesterday as I was having I want to eat all the things, give me the sugar craving attack. I'm like, holy cow. Like I actually sat and noticed, oh my gosh, this is actually a thing. Like it is harder. My body, it's not even my mind. It's my body saying, give it to me. And I have to tell it no. And it was just crazy. So that was my observation yesterday. Now let me see where we all are at here. I've had way more mini eggs than I care to admit this season. I hear that. I can't buy them. I bought one mini pack this season and that was it. And I can't buy them. I'll treat myself to one or two. The big package of them has not entered my house in a couple years. I can't do it because I will eat them all because they're so good. We'll see a return to Friday live streams this week to come. I'm sure everyone would love that. I have to remember to do that, Mick. Thank you. Yeah, we'll have to see. My goal is to do that, and quite frankly, by Friday afternoons, I'm not doing anything anyway. So yeah, I'll have to put a Friday live stream up for y'all. Easter was my first day back on track, and I realized today that Peeps are actually surprisingly decent in Smart Points. They're not bad, all things considered. They're even better on Points Plus, which is why those are something that I eat every year, because they do not break the bank. I'm totally here for them. And I think 4 chicks is 3 points, which is not... 4 chicks is 3 points, 5 chicks is 4 points. Something like that for me on Points Plus. It's not bad. You can get a lot of what feels like a lot of sugar, because Peeps are straight sugar, for not a lot of points, which is great. Mini eggs are definitely my kryptonite. Oh, Rosie's other high. I found a workout I think I could enjoy. That's amazing, Rosie. What workout was it? We're talking about Peeps. I love me some Peeps. That's one nice thing about having to wear a mask now. I can't nibble on frosting at work. Weigh-in is tomorrow, so even though I'm going to be up, I'm okay with it and plan to keep working out and start eating better. Good. Which is why I knew I needed to turn down the offer for the free cake. I'm with you, which is why I told you, like, if you have to bring it home, give it to your family. Share it, because if you have an entire cake all to yourself, bad things will happen. I guarantee it. Everyone can relate to this. Yes. That's what I'm finding. I feel like I want to eat all the time now that I was bad on Easter. My body is craving sugar like crazy. I'm drinking about 1.25 gallons of water to flush it out of my system. That's great. And make sure you're eating foods that are high in protein and carbs that are higher in fat. Or not fat, fiber. Fat's good too, but carbs and fiber. Remember that whole conversation we had last week? Yeah, Carbs and fiber. Make sure you're eating things that are higher in fiber to help satiate your body. 10 rounds by Beachbody. It's boxing. Do I even know about that? I don't know that I've ever even seen, like, it's never crossed my mind to do the 10 rounds thing. But on Beachbody, I really like, oh gosh, what's it called? Core de Force, which is like MMA fighting. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Did I tell you guys about, I did tell you guys about this. On Beachbody, not an ad, by the way. It's brand new. Oh, so if I'm not willing to pay in advance for it, I probably don't have access to it yet then. That makes sense. Oh, that's really exciting. That means something new will come. It's on VIP. Okay. I'm not a VIP. I just have the basic thing. I'm still waiting for their bar workouts to become public. But yeah, guys, I'm really, not an ad, I'm really enjoying having access to Beachbody. And I'm very, very grateful I decided to sign up for it. And for the $99 a year, I think it is, I think it might be something I keep up with because it's really nice to have that as an option. And you have so many different workouts. Like I said last week, I did Size, which was dance workout, like legit. Just, I knew a whole choreographed routine by the end of it. And I had fun. I had fun, which is important. Especially when you're trying to do a home workout and like you're dragging yourself through it. Like Body Pump I went to, it was work, but it was fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The Size workout, fun. I'm not working out, I'm grooving. I'm moving and I'm grooving and I like it. Can't wait for it to come out. I love Beachbody. Yeah, they've got some good stuff. I'm anti-MLM, but there are products and specific ones that I really do enjoy. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, like, I'm not going to join the thing and try and make an MLM a business. But if there's a product I like, I will tell you that I like it. And the Beachbody On Demand is solid. The Fizz Sticks by Arbonne are solid. What was the other thing? There are some essential oils from Young Living that I adore. Absolutely adore. So much. And they're blends that are only available on Young Living. And yeah, and I'm not afraid to say, even if it's an MLM, if there's a product I love, I will tell you about it. Hi, Richie. I hope you are well. I hope, Audrey, how are you guys doing? I saw it already, Audrey. Yeah. All right, let's see what else. Looking forward to Friday Lives again. Excellent. How do you know if it's body or mind? Wait, what? Eating one is... I'm behind now. Hang on. I had Easter off plan and can't get my head back in the zone today. All right, everyone seems to be having this problem. Used to be able to indulge on Monday nights. I still get trouble if I indulge midweek. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a good app out there that is better to track calories. I've heard FitnessPal is good, but I've also heard Lose It's better. Thoughts? I think, quite frankly, a lot of the they're all the same. I've used Lose It for a short period of time. I can't remember why I stopped using it, but I went to MyFitnessPal and I liked MyFitnessPal better. And I did pay for Pro for a year and I didn't mind it at all. But iTrackBites also has calorie counting on it, so okay, Audrey. No problem. I just sometimes see people retract messages and I'm like, it's okay, you can just leave it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so I mean, if you wanted to do an app that wasn't iTrackBites, that was just counting calories, I would do MyFitnessPal, but that's just from personal experience. I don't know what Lose It has that MyFitnessPal or iTrackBites wouldn't have. So that's my 2 cents on that. I'm struggling with snacking at work. I know I'm just stressed, but I catch myself even not being hungry for lunch or dinner. Because I snack so much. I get that, Danielle. Are you packing snacks that are at least sensible? Because that would be a good start. If you have to snack, at least snack on like some fruits and vegetables or nuts or cheese or something that would make your snack nutritionally sound, you know? Tracking helps with accountability. Reese's eggs are my kryptonite. How do you know if it's body or mind? And you said the sugar cravings of body or mind. I mean, I could be trying to make an excuse for the fact that it was my body when it was my mind, but there was just like, eat, because there were times I was trying to even talk myself out of it yesterday. I'm like, I've told myself a million times, like, you're not hungry. I had one of those days today too. I drank my smoothie container still up there, a Fab Four smoothie, which was buco calories, buco points, but I didn't have it until 11 o'clock this morning, and like 2 hours later, I could tell I wanted to munch. I could tell, and I was like, oh, I need to go eat a bar. I need to go do something, and then I stopped, and I was like, you're like, I assessed the situation. I literally was like, does my stomach feel empty? Am I on the verge of having a rumbly tummy? No. Brianna, you're not hungry. Knock it off. Drink some water and get over yourself. You know? So it very well could be mind, but there's something like, it's one of those things like, all right, women, sorry, Mick. Women, that like sometimes when you get PMSE, you get that insatiable hunger that's like almost infuriating. Like for me, it's infuriating because I sit there, I'll eat something and I'll be hungry an hour later and I'll be like, I know for a fact I'm not hungry. Why does my body feel hungry? Like in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to eat. It doesn't make any sense. Does not compute. Error message. But my body is like, feed me Seymour. Like, anybody get that reference? Feed me Seymour. Like that feeling during that time of the month, that's kind of like what it was for me with the sugar yesterday. Like, I was like, you don't need it. You don't want it. It's okay. But my body was still giving me that, give me the carbs, all the carbs. And it didn't matter. And it didn't help. Okay. So here was mistake number 1 yesterday. I started the day by having which was my start of my day has been like 10:30, 11. I've been legit just skipping breakfast because I'm not even intentionally intermittent fasting. I'm just like, let me go until I'm hungry. And I find that I've been drinking a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I've also been drinking a packet of Advantra Slim by WM Nutrition that has some caffeine in it as well, and that potato starch that's supposed to, or protein that's supposed to like kick your appetite a little bit, or cravings or whatever. And it's been working really well. So I haven't been eating until 10:30 or 11 o'clock, which I've been enjoying very, very much. But I started my day at 11 o'clock yesterday with 2-ingredient dough bread, which is so good. So good. I'm not even on Smart Points, and I've been making 2-ingredient dough because it's so stinking good. And I just flat out make it in a roll, cut it up, put some butter on it, and it's bomb. But even though it's made out of Greek yogurt, I could have done a lot more protein and a lot fewer carbs to start my day. And so I think that starting there did not help me yesterday because I started on carbohydrates, which means my body's like, yes, carbohydrates. And it just kind of went from there. And so for me, it was, is it bread? Is it sugar? I don't care. Give me the carbohydrates. So that's the monster I had to tackle yesterday. Today, I had less of that monster because of the smoothie. So today's monster I had to fight was, you spent 16 points on the first thing you ate today. You only have 10 points left and back off. You need to make everything bagel seasoning, 2-ingredient bagels. Oh, honey, even if it's not in a bagel shape, I pop my one roll into the air fryer. I spray it with a little something, something, and I top it with everything bagel seasoning. Oh, yeah, that's the only way to eat those. So good. So good. And then with that little bit of butter, it's just bomb. It's delicious. I'm such a bread fiend. I love bread. Good bread. Oh, yes. So that was my problem. So here, my friends who are struggling right alongside me because we overindulged on Easter. Tomorrow morning, wake up and make yourself a high protein, high fiber, moderate fat breakfast. Have a couple of scrambled eggs and a piece of whole grain toast. Or eliminate the carb, make the carb a fruit or something. So definitely switch the nutrients that you eat in the morning. If you eat a bowl of cereal, I don't care if it's Cheerios and it's good for you, eat something higher in protein, and that should at least kickstart your day in the right direction and help curb the craving for carbs that we're all experiencing right now because of the sugar overload. Does that make sense? Let's see. I need like hold music while I read all the comments. I use Spark People. I used to use Spark People. Way back in 2005, I used Spark People. And I went on there. I really tried to log into my account. This was not even like 6 months ago. At some point within the last 6 months, I wanted to log into my account so I could look at my history. And I could not remember what email address I used, what login information I used, or anything, and I could not get into my Spark People account. I used Spark People for years, but thinking about trying iCheck Bites, I mean, I'll vouch for them, but I'm also one of their ambassadors. But truly, they're the CEO. I am on speaking terms with the CEO, and he's wonderful, open to feedback, really, really stinking sweet. So if you at least want to know that there's someone solid behind the brand, I can tell you that, which is kind of fun, right? I always like knowing. It's like Dough Bar Donuts. Dough Bar Donuts, I've interacted with the couple that founded them, the CEOs, whatever you want to call them, way before they were on Shark Tank, when they were just starting out. I interacted with them and did a review video for them, and they are the sweetest people. The sweetest people. So Dough Bar is a brand I will always be behind because I know the people and I know that they are solid human beings, you know? I look forward to Fridays a bit more. A few months back, I actually sacrificed watching sports events to join the live chat. Mick, that hits me in the feels. You sacrifice sports for me? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I understand. I used to be really active on Spark People. Yes, and I overdo it on the sensible snacks. Okay, well then maybe you just need to drink some extra water. Because I don't know how to get you to stop snacking. That's the thing. So there's some people that thrive off of snacks. There are some people that thrive off of just 3 balanced meals and 1 and done. It's fine. I waver depending on the day. And I don't know how, neither way of eating is better. As long as, at the end of the day, as long as you ate less calories than you burned, you're on track for weight loss. Doesn't matter what time of day you eat them. Doesn't matter if you eat them all at once or in 15 little meals and snacks throughout the day. Doesn't matter. So you just have to figure out what works for you. And if snacking is a thing, you have to figure out how to get away from it, you know? I used to do live meetings. I was really active. They used to do live meetings. Not while I was on there, they didn't. But I was only on there for a year or two, I think, before I started Weight Watchers in 2008. I was probably on Spark People for 2005 or 6 to 2008. I've been feeling that way. It's been a hard day because I keep thinking I'm hungry when I know I'm not. You need to make everything. Yep. I made 2-ingredient dough with Kodiak cakes. Oh, right. But does it get the same kind of like, I feel like with the flour, it's legit sourdough bread. It's legit sourdough bread. And like, whoever discovered it, solid on them, because the tartness of the yogurt is what gives it that slightly sourdoughy taste, and it just works so well. If you do Kodiak cakes, does it still taste like that? I know now that I'm saying it out loud, what I'm saying is not making sense, because if I said the yogurt gives it the taste, why would changing the flour be an issue? But yeah. I understand if I start my day with carbs, then I seem to crave. Yep. So the key takeaway here is start your day right. Because 110%, like, okay, so breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? Even for people who don't eat breakfast. You don't have to eat breakfast, but the first thing you eat is the most important thing you'll eat all day. That's my new philosophy. I'm full of music theater references that I don't think anybody is getting tonight. Where's Lindsay when I need her? So that's like my new philosophy, that right now in real time, the first thing you eat is the most important thing you consume in the day. Doesn't matter if it's breakfast, doesn't matter if it's lunch, but that is what kickstarts your day. So as long as you're high protein, you're good. I made the mistake of starting with carbs. Oh, and I did that on Easter too. See? I am an exhibit A in the breakfast is the most important meal of the day. On Easter, it was 10:30, 11 o'clock. I ate breakfast and I went, you know what? It's Easter. I'm going to have Eggo frozen pancakes. And so I had the set of 3 pancakes with some butter and some cinnamon sugar on top. Pancakes with cinnamon sugar on top. No wonder I freaking overdid the sugar on Sunday, because I started with sugar on Sunday. Sugar and white carbohydrates. But most of the time, my breakfasts are, if I go sweet, I go Eat Me Guilt-Free brownie thing, or I go Built Bar. I go protein bar with fiber. Or that's what I do. Or I do eggs, or I do protein shake, or something guys, I just unlocked the key to everything in real time. First thing you eat has to be something high in protein, high in fiber, moderate in fat, low in sugar. You're welcome. Let's see. Sure did. I'm very sports centric, so decided to find something different to pass the time, and you do put out good content. Mick, I appreciate you. I really, really do. So shout out to Audrey for bringing you on over here, because having you here has been wonderful. Do you need it a lot? I tried making it and it was tough and it didn't rise. Rosie, the 2-ingredient dough is not going to rise. It's just dough. It's just doughy. Not gonna rise. You whip it up right away and then you throw it in the oven or air fryer or the refrigerator. Rosie, stay tuned. I have a whole clip on this in my video tomorrow. I made 2-ingredient dough on Friday, and so it's in the vlog, and I kind of throw up little titles in the middle of it, saying like, this is what I'm doing and this is why I'm doing it, you know? So if you have any questions after that video, leave a comment on the video and I'll answer them. But I do have a 2-ingredient dough segment in there, now that I'm thinking about it. And let's see, what else? I've never had it with regular flour, so I can't say. Okay. It's soft, doughy on the inside and crispy on the outside. Yep, that's exactly how it comes out normally. Great tip. I just recently started drinking coffee in the morning. I made it with 1 Quest protein and equal amount of coffee. Oh, okay. And how is that holding you over, Rosie? Do you find that is helping you? Because Quest protein is solid. Like the shakes, the pre-made shakes, solid amount of protein. Those are my snacks in the middle of the afternoon now, because I'm like, it doesn't satisfy the chewing, but it pounds me full of protein, which will satisfy me and be better for my body. So that's why I consume it. And it's great. So if you're a coffee drinker and you're like, but I don't even like breakfast. I'll just skip right ahead to my sandwich. Start your day, especially once, summer shows up, that triple shot of espresso with the Premier Protein or Quest Shake or whatever, or anything like that's a solid way to start your morning. Solid way, because it's nothing but protein. There's a teeny tiny bit of fat in it, but it's nothing but protein. So that's a very solid way to start your day. Way to go, Rosie. First thing you eat is breakfast, breaking the fast. Good point, Marie. So breakfast is indeed the most important meal of the day, but now we know why. Not because it jumpstarts your metabolism. That's a lie. That's a bunch of baloney. It has nothing to do with your metabolism other than, it starts spiking your blood sugar, but your choices at breakfast are what determines whether or not you get a blood sugar spike or a nice, even-keeled, steady blood sugar curve that keeps hunger at bay and cravings at bay and keeps your body functioning optimally. Therefore, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Thank you for that clarification, Marie. Mick is an amazing true friend. The first thing I do in the morning is drink plenty of coffee. It's almost done out of habit. Yeah, but I can't start my day, like mine's habitual too, but I can't start my day without that sip of hot coffee. And even in the summer, my first sip of coffee has to be hot. Throughout the day, if it's summertime and I stop at Starbucks, I'll go iced coffee. Whatever. When I'm out and about, that's fine. First thing in the morning, doesn't matter the time of year, the coffee has to be hot. I'm satisfied until lunch with that. Excellent. Cody Cakes has 25 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber for a half a cup serving of each. Half a cup is big, too. That's big. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to try that. I have... Oh, it might be weird. Oh, no, I can make it work, I guess. I have a thing of Kodiak cakes because for a time, I used to be a huge fan, and like I still am, I just don't do it. but especially when I was on Smart Points, I made protein waffles all the time. The 1/4 cup of Kodiak cakes, 1 scoop of protein powder, waffle thing, I made that all the time. And so I still have Kodiak cake mix left, and I just haven't used it. So maybe maybe I'll try that out. But some of it I blended too, so I have regular buttermilk Kodiak cake mix, and then like this much, you can see the difference in the hue and the container. This much like pumpkin flax, but I don't know that it would make that much of a difference. Anyway, yeah. Oh man, good conversation. Breakfast. You know what? Excuse me while I write this down. So, this is actually one of the things I want to talk to you guys about. I do not have a heart attack on me. Do not have a heart attack on me. Because this question is going to sound like I'm completely switching gears. I'm not. Don't have a heart attack. I need to know, I want your guys' feedback. If the topic of weight loss was off the table, what sort of videos would you want me to put up? That's the question. I don't care if it's subject matter or title specifically. Tell me your thoughts. Weight loss is off the table. And while I say that, I'm going to write down a video idea in my weight loss section. But serious question. Home gym essentials. Can I eat carbs? What were we just saying? Why breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Is... This is good, guys. This is good. Meal of the day. Okay. Solid. So why do I ask that? I asked that question because I am in a stage where I kind of want to revamp things a little bit. And while I have this one subject, and I've talked about this, I think, before, and I just haven't taken direct action yet, but I'm reading this exceptional book. Oh my gosh, you guys. Cooking, my favorite thing. Yes, keep them coming, guys. Now the comments are rolling in. I like it. I've been reading this amazing book, or I've been listening to it actually, and I have it linked in the info bar, called Chasing Cupcakes by Elizabeth Benton. And she was somebody who was overweight, got her act together. She now owns this podcast called Primal Potential and all that. Like she's pretty exceptional, and she wrote this book, and I thought it was going to be mostly her story on how she got out of the funk of being overweight her entire life and got her act together. But it turned out to be so much more than that. And I haven't finished it yet. I still have about 2 hours left in the audiobook. But the advice and the tips and the tricks that she is giving us in that book applies to any goal in any walk of life. Like, it is not just weight loss. It is if you have a career goal, if you have it's such a good book. I was not expecting it to be as good of a book as it is, and it's very, very good. So I have that link down below, Chasing Cupcakes. And anyway, I was listening to that, and one of the things she was talking about was like the different stages of things, and how you're in like you have this idea, and then you're in the planning section, and people spend too much time planning, and then they don't actually flip over into the doing. And it's only in the doing, the actual act of action, that you get anything done. You can sit and research all the best recipes and all the best YouTubers for Weight Watchers or iTrack Bites, and you can look up all of the best tips and tricks to lose weight fast, but if you're just busy looking up all of these things and not actually doing them, nothing's going to change. And the same thing is happening for me. I'm talking about, and I keep mulling over all of these, like, I want to expand the niche in my channel. I want to talk about weight loss and health and Weight Watchers and iTrack Bites, but I also want to zoom out, and I want to be the child-free homemaker. What does being a homemaker mean? A homemaker is marriage. A homemaker is planning. A homemaker is cooking and cleaning and organizing, and how I stay positive and fit and healthy and lose weight. It's all of that. It's not just the one thing. And I've been talking about it and mulling it over for so long, and I haven't been taking action. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to start taking action, which is why we actually have to do. Yeah, right, Sarah? I was like, well, duh, we have to do it. But like, when I sat and thought about it after I heard it, I was like, yeah, but I'm not actually doing it. I'm just thinking about doing it, and that's not the same. So this book just kind of like, it was the swift kick in the butt I didn't know I needed, and it's a really good listen. So I highly recommend. But so that's why I'm like, and I'm so like, I think part of me is afraid to pull the trigger because all of you are here because I did weight loss content, and I'm afraid what would happen if I go whew, and all of a sudden start creating content on marriage and homemaking and all that stuff, you know. But I have to not be afraid of it and just do it anyway, you know, which is why I'm asking you guys for all of your feedback. So with that being said, let's see what everybody is saying. Anything other than the Minnesota weather. I love that. Cooking, my favorite things. I'm going to write this down. Did I show you guys my nifty little notebook that I got from Erin Condren just for YouTube brainstorming? Film, edit, upload in my color. So while I write, I'm sorry I'm looking away from the screen, but I got to see what you guys are writing. You guys want cleaning, cooking, my favorite things. Would you be offended if I started cooking things that like weren't necessarily diet friendly? Like, do you see that line of books right there? That's all cookbooks that I don't use because they're not, okay, there's the Weight Watchers cookbooks over there, but like the Betty Crocker cookbook, the buttercream frosting that I made the other day was out of the Betty Crocker cookbook. I have a marriage, like a bride and groom's cookbook that I've never cooked out of before. Like all these things, you know? It's just so interesting. Cleaning, broken record, faith, disability, and personal development. Rosie, I love that that's your thing. I love that that's your jam. Disability, personal development. I love me some personal development. Big fan. Development. Community live chats on Fridays. You mean instead of just weekly weigh-ins, just like legit, just like this, sit down and just talk? Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds very, very good. Anything other than the Minnesota weather? Can we just... When I looked up and it was snowing again today, my heart sank down to my feet, I swear. I'm just like, come on, it's supposed to be over. It is supposed to be over. Books and beauty tips? All right. Books, beauty, makeup, love it. Planners. Oh, Jennifer, I've got planners coming for you. I've got planners coming for you because I'm on the ECPR team and it's almost planner launch season. Organizing and cooking, YouTube on home organization, minimalism, RV travels. I won't be doing RV travels, but I like the other stuff. Rachel Hollis. Lisa, are you going to Rise Online? I haven't bought a ticket yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going. For those of you who don't know, Rachel Hollis and her company put on these conferences called Rise, and because nobody's allowed to gather in groups anymore, they're actually putting on a legit conference digitally on May 2nd with speakers and with the dance party and with the works. And they're selling tickets. They're cheaper than obviously if you go, but this could be the opportunity for a lot of us to go to a Rachel Hollis convention that wouldn't normally go. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go. I have to look at the calendar, but I'm probably gonna sign up for it. So, planners and journals, organizing, cooking, how you use your journals, anything Rachel Hollis. Homemaking would be wonderful. Excellent. Wasn't one of the things you were looking for when you created Diva and the Divine was a name that was all encompassing instead of you looking into a single subject matter? Way to call me out, Lisa. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm good at thinking in strategics, less so on the doing these days. I get that. And that's why we all get stuck in that analysis paralysis. Research, learn how to do it, and we just never do it, you know? Not all of us need to like every single video you do. Keep in mind also all of us here watch other things other than weight loss. You're right. Y'all are right. Your weight loss content brought me in, but I'm in this for you now. I'm interested in just getting to know you more. Not at all. If people want to make it weight friendly, they can. What about tips on confidence and team building? Ooh, interesting. That's funny you should say that because I actually have a body confidence video already stirring in my head. So I really like that you said that. Confidence. team building. I mean, team building. I can talk about marriage, which is kind of a team. It is a team. But, you know, at work, I'm a solid office of one. So my relationship with my boss is okay most of the time. Being a lifelong Minnesotan, I can say that. I didn't do VIP, but I did do the 65. That's what I'm thinking about doing too, Jennifer. And you know why I'm not doing the VIP? I found the list of things that are in the swag box, and it's nothing that I actually want. And so I was like, you know what? It's not worth paying the $200 if I don't even really care. I'm not excited about the stuff that's in the swag box. So I might do the $65 range for the workbook and for the extra access to the content. It would be fun to watch you and your hubby rent an RV and go on an adventure. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I will say that we will hopefully, fingers crossed, at some point be able to vlog another cruise. Yeah, we road trip, but we have not RV'd. I am definitely not like a camper in any way, shape, or form. I like fancy. I'm very spoiled isn't even the right word, but like it's the I like to be in a hotel and the, you know, but not the camping. I don't do the camping. I like to be outside. I do not like to do the great outdoors. Does that make sense? Spiritual content. What kind? Okay, so let's dive into spiritual content more. What are you looking for when you say spiritual content? Just out of curiosity, and you guys are being amazing for giving me this feedback. Absolutely amazing. I love getting feedback in real time. It's very special. I'm having this conversation with you. I'm not just reading a comment section or something. Like this is good. I'm getting feedback from the people who are most loyal, which is amazing. Do we know the price? The price of Rise, Rosie, there is a $40 tier, a $65 tier, and a $200 tier. I'd love more videos about your faith. Okay, everyone's liking the faith stuff. Everyone's liking the faith. I should send you the photo of my friend's camp set up in their backyard. How you spend time with Jesus. Okay. Okay. I like it. Good. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Do you guys have, I mean, keep the suggestions coming if you want to roll it, but do you guys have anything you want me to talk about or you want to talk about with the group before we sign off for the night? Do you have any questions or concerns or whatever? At some point, I'm thinking about doing the book read along. What book? Like the Bible? The book? All of the above plus more Gracie's. Did I tell you guys that at some point I want to do a Gracie's Day in the Life vlog? Would you guys like that? I don't know. It could be horrible. I don't even know, but I just think it would be so funny to try and capture my dog for a day. Like just be, you know, like can you, like, I'm talking like put the camera in her crate so it's like getting up in the morning from her perspective type stuff. Like legit day in the life of my dog. Love that you guys love my dog. Oh my gosh. What exactly do you do in the morning? What tips do you have that people can't seem to get into reading the Bible? Okay. Okay. Or even doing daily devotions. All right. All right. Gracie, if it was about our cat, it would be sit under a blanket all day. I mean, Gracie goes from place to place. But now that Eric is home, she'll place herself, like sometimes she'll be his intern and she'll be in there harassing him and then he'll kick her out and so she'll come and harass me and then I'll kick her out and so she'll go sleep on the couch and then occasionally she goes downstairs. At some point in the day she poops on the floor. Like, you know, dog stuff. But it would be funny. Perhaps mixing in personal development and faith. All right. I knew someone who moved to North Carolina who moved north from Canada to Minneapolis. Nice. Nice. New book club segments to intro new titles. Interesting. Oh, you guys, this was so helpful. Everyone wants the crazy. Oh, poor dog's gonna be heartbroken when Daddy goes back to work. Oh, I know. I know. She is not going to know what to do with herself. She's not going to know. And I mean, you know, like how I've been talking about, okay, like the dog is high anxiety, right? And there are sometimes like she'll wake up and all of a sudden she'll appear by my side, like shaking and scared. She has not done that since he has been home all day until yesterday. Yesterday she did it. And I think it's what happens is she wakes up in a room where there is nobody and then she freaks out. But she hasn't done it since Erica's been home. And then yesterday she showed up in my office shaking. And I was like, what's wrong, baby? Or I was downstairs, rather. She hopped on my lap and was shaking. And I was like, Gracie, did you forget Daddy was home? And Eric heard me, so he calls her. He's like, hey, Gracie. And Gracie perks up and runs upstairs and disappears. And that was the end of that. Like, it was like she forgot that he was there. And she freaked out about it. So clearly, we all know whose dog she actually is. But I'm thrilled to hear that you guys would be on board for a day in Gracie's life vlog. Because I've been thinking about that for a while and I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do it, you know, because I want to do it justice if I'm going to do it. But it could be fun. So, oh, good. This was so helpful, you guys. Thank you so much. And if you're here on a replay, please, by all means, leave your suggestions in the comments down below because they would be very, very helpful to me as well. This was lovely. My friends, any last comments before we go? We have hit the 60-minute mark. Has anybody been making sure that they're communicating with the outside world on a regular basis? We have a wine date with our friends from church back home tomorrow night at 9 o'clock because they have to put their kid to bed first. But I'm so excited about it because I haven't spoken to them since we were home for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? We need to get together. And so we're going to, and it's exciting. Oh, someone mentioned wanting to see me play piano more. That can be arranged. Hopefully, maybe. I have to look into copyright stuff. What I have noticed is when I post videos of worship music, I don't get dinged for copyright. I have to share my ad revenue, but I do not get a ding against me, which is why I hope you all went and watched the video of In Remembrance that I posted on Good Friday, because it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And yeah, so I have to see how that works with other things. Otherwise, it could be a bunch of worship team covers. Which I'm okay with, but I don't know if you guys are okay with it. Only if you count. I don't really talk with people I've actually met. Your song for Good Friday was amazing. Thank you. It's such a powerful song. So, oh my gosh, brilliant. Like I said, it was a song that I had to listen to so many times so I would stop crying while I was singing it. It was so good. Yeah, it's a fun song. But all right, my friends, I think I'm gonna go because my voice is kind of tired. And this was amazing conversation. You guys make me feel so good, and this just feels like getting together with my friends, and it makes me very, very happy. So thank you for that. And yeah, Friday, hopefully we will have a live stream going again. We'll see. And yeah, anytime you guys have any feedback, or if you think of something else that you're like, oh, this would be a great video not talking about weight loss or whatever. And obviously, if you have weight loss suggestions, I'm still, like I said, don't freak out. That's still going to be a big part of things. It's just not going to be the only part anymore. And so anything, reach out. You guys know how to get a hold of me. My Facebook group, Instagram, comment section on here. I'll find it. Or my email is literally divaandthedivine@gmail.com. Easy peasy. But thank you guys for hanging out. This was a lot of build off of Rachel Hollis's event and add your own spin to it. Oh, lordy. The Rachel Hollis event is going to be crazy. I don't know how it's going to be done. Like, part of me is like, this is totally worth the $65 just to see how she does it. How she pulls this off digitally, where everybody is in their own house. Like, that would be really, really cool to see. Research. It would be research, actually. But yeah. So that's definitely something to think about. So thank you for all your feedback, my friends. Have a marvelous, marvelous week. Stay happy, stay healthy, get up, get as much sun as you can, drink your water, and breakfast, regardless of when it is the most important meal of the day.